Hi, I'm T, and this is my first episode of A Mother's Nightmare, the NICU, and the Prison Sentence. If you don't know who I am, I've been an addict off and on for 15 years. I've been sober 3 good years, and I've been to prison twice. Now, I want to take you back to 2020, May of 2020. I was pregnant. I was due in August of 2020, and it's during COVID, everything shut down, life is scary, it's lonely, you can't go anywhere, you can't leave your house much, just, a difficult time for everybody, right? Well, by this time, I've had several years of off and on drug use, and I also developed addiction in retail theft. I stole a lot of it mainly to support my drug habit, or I was addicted to stealing as well. It's like that thrill you get from it, all the stuff that you get away with, that I have gotten away with. Yes, I've gotten caught several times, but there were a lot of times where I didn't get caught, and during COVID, I don't know why, but I just felt, okay, well, there's no Walmart workers at the doors. A lot of stores are shut down. So my bright idea was I could go steal all the baby clothes I want, don't have to pay for them. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't, apparently. I wasn't. So, with these years of off and on drug use, I've racked up a lot of retail thefts. About 9 felony retail thefts. Okay, so even though it was during COVID and a rough time, somehow, some way, I was able to get in an apartment. My own apartment in my own name, you guys, with 9 felony retail thefts on my record. You know how hard it is for people with felonies to even get a job? It's hard to even find an apartment or a place that will trust you enough to rent to you. So I was sober, I was pregnant, just got my own apartment. I paid the first month's rent, the deposit, all on my own, and living with baby daddy at the time, and life was good. Despite everything going on around us, life was really good. And why I threw it all away, I have no idea, and I still have no idea till this day. I don't know if... All I could think of is it was COVID, and I wasn't going to get caught because there's no loss prevention there. There's hardly probably people on the cameras. Nobody at the door checking your receipts. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just dumb, basically. Well, I ended up shoplifting and I got caught. So I got caught with 2 0 to 5 felony retail thefts. Because you have to go 10 years without any thefts or it enhances. So obviously I never made it 10 years. So mine always automatically enhanced, despite if it was like a donut. Okay, it would enhance to a felony because of how many I've had and how close together. So my automatically were felonies. I go to jail in May, and I pretty much know my fate at this time. I have never been to prison by this point, and why, I have no idea. I should have been sent to prison a long time ago, but I never was. Thank goodness. But at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm far along in my pregnancy. I could have him. I'm stressed. I'm scared, just in jail. I was really scared, you guys, and I pretty much knew my fate at that point. I knew there was no way I was going to get a chance to get out and be on probation, another chance at probation, when I just literally fucked everything up. When I first got to jail, knowing I was pregnant and I was due in August, so, not that far away from when I was arrested. As soon as I saw my judge, I asked for a furlough. If you don't know what a furlough means, a furlough is basically where if, say a family passes away or you're pregnant and you want to have your baby, a judge will grant you a furlough. Basically, let you leave at a certain time from the jail by yourself, if you go to a funeral, they'll give you 8 hours, and then you got to come back. So luckily, I was going to the doctors every week. I was high-risk pregnancy. I was going every week in handcuffs and shackles, so embarrassing, at a big hospital in Utah. So, everyone's just staring at you, and the way I just felt like a failure. I felt like a loser. I felt like I let my baby down. You're dumb. You could have paid for this stuff, and you chose to steal. And now you're pregnant, in jail, about to go to prison. What are you going to do? So at 35, 36 weeks, they did this test where they watched the baby for a half hour, and he has to make a certain amount of movements within that half hour. Well, he didn't. So they decided to take my baby out that day. C-section. I was given a C-section, and the cops were there. They had to call the jail. I still had my furlough. At this point, I wasn't sentenced or anything like that, so I was just kind of in limbo. I was able to call my baby's dad, and I'm so grateful for that moment that I was able to get those 2 to 3 days. Just me, my baby, and my baby's dad. I cherished every moment, and I tried to stay present and just focus on every moment I was there, because I knew I was going back. So I tried to just focus on the then and now and enjoy those moments I had left before I was most likely being sent to prison. And let me tell you, it was the roughest time. My baby went straight to the NICU. It's during COVID, so we had to FaceTime him, and I didn't spend a lot of time with him because of all of that, and because of he was in the NICU. So that was very tough for me, a very hard time for me, knowing, okay, I just want to hold my baby and spend every minute with him before I'm taken back to jail. But I wasn't given that opportunity. But I'm grateful for what I was given, that alone time to be able to have my baby without handcuffs, shackles, and guards. After a few days, the jail came and picked me up, and I had to go straight back to jail. 1 week later, I was sentenced to prison. And honestly, there was nothing I could have said to the judge to let him give me another chance. Yeah, I'm bawling. I just had a baby. I just had a C-section. Please give me a chance. And his words, you should have thought about that before you went and messed it all up. And he was right. He was right. And now I'm sentenced to prison. I'm devastated, and my internal conflict was trying to figure out how I could be a mother from behind bars. When I went back to jail, I was in pain. I was empty. I was lost. I was sick, and I was so alone. So alone. And it doesn't matter if you had a C-section or not. The jail don't care. You don't get 2 mattresses. You don't get any kind of help. It's just, you're on your own. You made your choices. You lay with it. So this is my first episode. I'm going to wrap it up there. I will continue. So please follow for more.